We're going to begin today with blending different words to read them. So you can see on the screen there's a bunch of different words. I'd like you to practice reading each word out loud to yourself. Pause the video so you can read each word and practice each one. Now, let's practice reading each word together. We're going to go down each column. Ready? Here's the first word. Pat, pet, pit, pot, tap, tip, top, flap, flip, flop. Okay, now we're going to move on to some sentences. I'd like you to use your whiteboard and to write these two sentences down. Let's look at the top sentence. Read it with me. The bag rips. And the bottom sentence, the plums drop. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and it ends with a period. Please go ahead and write those two sentences down on your whiteboard.
This is CD3, Track 4, to be used to check understanding of the story on pages 5 to 10 of the student book for Units 5, 6, and 7. If you have a pencil and your book is open to page 5, then you are ready to begin. I will ask you to find a sentence, a word, or something in the picture on each page and mark it. When you hear this sound, your teacher will pause the CD, so you have time to mark your answer. Then your teacher will turn the CD back on. The title or name of the story is The Odd Picnic. Look at page 5 and find the title of the story. Circle the word odd. Now turn to page 6. Look at the bottom box on page 6. Which Superkid thinks they should eat the plums? Mark an X on the picture that shows the Superkid who suggests they eat the plums. Alf says, "Let's put the plums in us." You should have marked an X on the picture of Alf. Now look at the sentences in the bottom box on page 7. Draw a line under the word lug. Now turn to page 8. Look at the picture in the top box. Mark an X on the place where Lily wants to put the carrot. Lily says, "Let's put a carrot on the stump." You should have marked an X on the picture of the tree stump. Now look at page 9. Look at the sentences at the top of the page and find the sentence that says, "But the picnic is a problem." Underline the word problem. Now turn to page 10. Look at the sentences in the top box on page 10. Find the sentence that says, "I hid gumdrops." Draw a line under the sentence, "I hid gumdrops."
Let's turn to page 11. On page 11, it shows different groups of Superkids and pictures of foods that they ate in the story The Odd Picnic. Look at the first sentence at the top above Doc and Sal. Let's look at what it says. I did it. I did it. Doc and Sal are saying that they ate one of the foods before reaching the picnic spot. Do you remember which food Doc and Sal ate all by themselves? It was the melon. So draw a line from Doc and Sal over to that melon on the page. I'd like you to finish this page by drawing a line from each group of Superkids to the foods that those Superkids ate. Remember, if you forget, you can look back in the story to help you remember what happened. Now let's look at worksheet 27. On the worksheet, the first thing at the top of the page, you can see Oswald pointing, and he has a speech bubble, and he says, "The picnic spot is up the..." Now we've got two choices. The top word is hit. The bottom word says hill. What word would best finish that sentence? The picnic spot is up the hill. The bottom word hill makes sense. Would you please circle the word hill? Now to do the rest of the page, you're going to do the same thing. You read the sentence, and when you get to the two words where one is on top of the other, you read both words to yourself and then circle the one that best finishes the sentence. After you're all done, you can read through all of the sentences yourself with the correct word circled.